Yo, what is going on, you guys? BashtianYgo here, and we just took Trickstars to YCS Houston, guys. Absolutely crazy. Such a fun deck, and surprisingly performed a lot better than expected. We went against some Ryzel Fiendsmith, went up against some, what's the deck called? The Gladiator Beast as well. We faced meta, we faced Rogue, guys. We faced everything in between. What's it called? The Bestial. A lot of decks, guys. It was a really cool event. A lot of fun. I mean, I played a few different iterations of this deck throughout it, changing it up as I went through the side events. Of course, we didn't top, unfortunately, but I still think the deck performed extremely well for what it was. A lot of people did not see this coming, and we did the Droll reincarnation just once. It's okay. It's okay. It was a really cool event, guys. A lot of fun. I feel like I learned a lot about this deck playing it in the more modern format, which, if you guys are wondering, this deck is definitely still 100% viable even after the most recent ban list that just dropped literally like a few hours ago. So that's definitely something that's really exciting, guys. So, and I'll go ahead and do other videos analyzing, what the what the ban list implicates, things like that. But this deck is super freaking good, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly what I played at the YCS, guys. So if you guys do remember, about a week, 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, I put out a video saying the 5 best ways to play Trickstar. So we went ahead and took the Kashtira Fiendsmith Trickstar deck to the YCS. Now, this is a thick boy. It's a 50 card build because I could not find a way to make it any smaller. But I'll go ahead and show you guys after the event how I feel like I'm going to be changing the deck moving forward to make it just a lot more consistent. So we're going to go ahead and go by the card by card, guys. First of all, it's 3 copies of Trickstar Candina. Obviously, she's fantastic. The main normal summon of the deck gets you to search any Trickstar card, so really good right off the bat. We play 3 copies of Trickstar Hoodie. Hoodie is fantastic as well. We can free special summon as long as you have a Trickstar Link or Fusion monster on the field, so it's really good. Also, when it's sent to the graveyard, it's going to be for a Trickstar Link monster. You get to add a Trickstar Fusion or Defusion from your deck to your hand, so really good there as well. And then the 1 copy of Trickstar Aqua Angel. In my earlier builds, I wanted to play this at 3 just because it was so good, see it as early as possible, but realistically, it's not the best card to have multiples of just because it's a card that gets stuck in your hand quite a decent amount. So I think you just use it once, get rid of it, use it, and then you get to go to proceed, right? We did play the 1 copy of the Trickstar Likers. I think we summoned her maybe once, if I'm not mistaken, but really she didn't come up. I really just wanted to see if playing her would be really good. It was not, so it's a card that I will most likely be cutting in the future potentially. I think essentially what I figured with the Trickstar stuff, guys, is that I wanted to play not as much of the engine as possible, but as the most competitive as possible. But being able to dodge certain targeting effects, things like that, that was really cool. The additional damage is nice. Plus, in time, this might be able to get me, cheese out a win or two. So that was the initial thought behind it. But I think what we're missing is just more special summons. So maybe more Core Banes or Lilybells in the main deck, just to get you additional bodies on board might be better. But I'll go ahead and explain to you guys as we go along. We played 3 copies of the best field spell of the entire game, of course, Trickstar Light Stage. The amount of people had to read this, every single one of my opponents had to basically read this card. It was so cool. It was so funny being able to just explain how good this field spell is to everybody. If you don't know, now you know, right? Also, by the way, completely forgot to mention, we were actually on the round 1 written feature. So if you guys want to see how the deck works, how it plays, and the type of boards it ends on, definitely, guys, make sure you go check that out. I'll leave a link somewhere here in the description as well. So yeah, go check out the written feature. Your boy was on it. 1 Trickstar Fusion, 1 Maiden of Blue Tears, and 1 Trickstar Reincarnation is really all you need for your Trickstar engine. Anything more than this is just, again, I feel like you want to play Lilybell, Corbane maybe as well as additional special summons because it's really good. Having to rely on having a Trickstar Link is not ideal, but that's just something I was trying to deal with as well. So that's gonna be for the Trickstar engine part of the deck, guys. We'll go ahead and move that out the way. We did, like I said, play the Fiendsmith engine because of obviously Fiendsmith is just so good and doesn't use your normal summon. So now is Kashtira. So here we are. So I did borrow a few cards for the event. Shout outs to Davin, CJ, and Zach, and Brandon, of course, for lending me the cards. So we did pick some up still at the event. So we played 1 copy of Lacrima, of course, 1 Fabled Lurie. We played 2 copies of Fiendsmith Tract, which is really good. I was only able to pick up one at the event. Unfortunately, after the ban list, this card shot up to like 70-80 bucks, so that's unfortunate. But we did pick one up prior to that, so that's good. 3 copies of the what's it called, Fiendsmith engraver, which obviously I do not have anymore because they were borrowed. Engraver was so good. Playing less than 3 I think was not ideal because you want to open up this as much as possible. Unfortunately, Lacrima was in my opening hand at least, I want to say 70% of my duels. Ridiculous. Every single one of my duels, I swear Lacrima was in my hand, which is super inconvenient, but it is what it is. And then 1 copy of the Fiendsmith in Paradise, which again I also borrowed. But yeah, so this is extremely, extremely good. Just being able to end on a Desiree or a High Wave King Caesar, protect your Trickstar place is just, it speaks for volumes for itself. It's just such a good deck, guys. So good. So that's gonna be for the Fiendsmith stuff. I don't think I would really change anything from that. I think pretty much what I showed you guys is what I was playing moving forward. Kashtira. We played 3 Unicorn, 1 Fenrir, 1 Pressured Planet, and 1 Kashtira Birth. So quick before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out to, I forget the name of the channel, but buddy Joey, who topped a regional with a similar build for playing the cash cards. He said in the video he would take out the cash cards, and I 100% agree. Now after the YCS, I guess I should have listened to Joey, but man, this engine was so subpar. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Unicorn Rip was cool and being able to search Birth was cool, but it really didn't do much for me besides just that, which again, it was cool, but it's not something that I would say was game changing. If you want to use to play like a bigger cash engine, that's fine, or at that point just play a cash Fiendsmith. But anything more than this, I just think was too much. I mean, initially I wanted to play this as well just because having set rotation along with Pressure Planet and Light Stage gives you another way to access both engines. So I thought that was really good as well, but clearly this was the most subpar of the 3 engines. So moving forward, I'll probably just take out the cash stuff and just play Fiend Trickstar, which was realistically most of my duels regardless. So it just deck thins a little because 50 cards was a little ridiculous. The Honorary Trickstar hand trap, Draw and Lock Bird, of course, 3 Ash, played 3 Nibiru, we played 3 copies of Effect Veiler, 3 copies of the Infinite Impermanence, and 2 copies of Dominus Purge. Now, before you ask why only 2 copies of Dominus Purge, is because I only had 2 copies of Dominus Purge. I would have loved to play a 3rd copy. Dominus Purge is a crazy good card, and because all your stuff is like either light or it's a wind, right? You're resolving all your effects, right? The only thing you can't really go into is like what, Typhon or something, because it's a dark. So I mean, that's literally perfectly fine. But 18 hand traps in the main, no, 17 hand traps in the main deck, I thought was really good. And we only bricked on the hand traps once, unfortunately, but it wasn't during the main event. So that's something that I think speaks volumes for itself. And the last amount of non-engine, I did play 1 copy of Talents, 2 Thrust, and a set rotation. So the entire main deck is still legal post-ban list because I only played the 1 Talent. I prefer playing the Thrust in here regardless, just because Thrust searches your Reincarnation or Terraforming, or it might be. So Thrust I just thought was a better pick than having 3 Talents. But that's my personal opinion. Also being able to set Dominus Purge, Imperm, whatever it might be. Just another form of interruption. Searching interruption is really good, obviously. So having this was super good. I do still want to find some other field spell to play with set rotation. Just the issue is that set rotation is a 1-of, so it's not really something that is favorable for your boy. For the extra deck, we play 1 copy of Trickstar Bloom. Never activate her effect, please, because this thing basically lets your opponent draw a card, which is like wildly inconvenient. And then I played 1 copy of Trickstar Colchica. I did play 1 copy of Abyss Dweller, which then took out for the 2nd copy of Colchica, just because obviously Abyss Dweller is now banned, so now we know that moving forward, right? Fantastic. But also having a 2nd copy of Colchica makes your other Trickstar hoodies in your deck not dead, which is really helpful, just to have again more board presence as well. Link climb to something, go into like Lina, take your opponent's whatever and go, blah. So that's something that you can definitely do. We played 1 copy of Trickstar Noble Angel, and then that's pretty much it for the Trickstar stuff. We did play the one Drumatis, but we're getting to that one. Finish off with the links: one Closed Moon of the Closed Heaven, one Agmande, one Sequence, and one Requiem. I only missed the second Requiem once, realistically, but I think this is fine. Agmande is just such a crazy card that you could fit all this in the extra deck. It's just so good. One Necroquip, one Trickstar Band Drumatis, and one Fiendsmith Desiree. Pretty much the MVP of the entire YCS for me. This card alone just wins a lot of games, obviously, so you steal a lot of wins that way, which is cool. One copy of Chaos Angel, one DDD Wave High King Caesar, one Meteorologic Aggregator, and one Sky Crisis. We play this because we do play our copies of Ultimate Slayer in the side, which is really good, extremely strong. And yeah. Let's see. We played 3 copies of the Lancia for the side deck, 3 copies of Chaos Hunter, 3 copies of Ultimate Slayer, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, and then for the traps is 1 Evenly, 1 D-Barrier, and 1 Sanctum as well. This was our side deck. I honestly really like this side deck a lot. We didn't face any Malice, unfortunately, so I didn't really get to put these in, unfortunately, but I thought overall it was really good, and honestly I would not change a single thing. So overall, I had, again, a lot of fun at YCS Houston. Hope you guys did as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the live streams. It was a lot of fun. Again, the ban list and everything being announced, a lot of amazing things, guys. So again, I hope to continue building this deck and really creating and rejuvenating some life into it. So if you guys have any ideas, thoughts on the deck, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. But this has been my Trickstar, Fiendsmith, Kashtira deck profile that I took to YCS Houston. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one.